Hello, my name is Bob Hatcher, and I am the president of Executive Network. We are one of the largest and most successful food recruiters in the industry, and I want to welcome you to this short video. It was designed to help guarantee you the best candidate for your open position. It briefly describes the recruiting services that are available in the industry, as well as the services that you can expect from Executive Network. When you need to hire management and professional talent from outside your organization, you have several options. Two of them are hiring a retained executive recruiter and hiring a contingency recruiter. Both options are good depending on your purpose and situation. As you know, a contingency recruiter earns a fee only when the organization hires someone. On the other hand, a retained executive recruiter is partially paid in advance. On the surface, it appears to be simply an issue of how the recruiter is paid, but the way the fee is paid has a great deal to do with how the work is carried out. I want to share with you briefly the pluses and minuses of both the situations that are best suited for and what you can expect from Executive Network. For the contingency recruiter, the advantages are they tend to be more specialized by industry or function. Consequently, they will have much more experience and understanding of your industry than a retained executive recruiter. The disadvantages are they have no assurance of being paid, since a successful outcome may depend on factors beyond their control. They assume all the risk, so consequently, they cannot afford to invest a great deal of time working on any particular engagement. They typically work with a large number of job openings using a database of known candidates looking for matches on paper. Once they have found a great candidate, they will send that candidate's resume to as many clients for possible interviews. The contingency search process is geared to identifying qualified candidates, but not necessarily the most qualified candidates. Lastly, when a retained recruiter takes a contingency assignment, they usually use it as a filler to his or her retained search activities, will not give it a priority status, and will submit the candidates that his retained client or clients have passed on. Contingency recruiting is appropriate if one or more of the following situations are present. If you are inexperienced working with recruiters, it is a great way to learn without any upfront out-of-pocket costs. If you have ample time to fill a position, when many people are likely to be qualified for the position, the exclusivity to candidates is not important. When multiple vacancies with the same job description need to be filled, and when the hiring organization wants to take more responsibility for screening, interviewing, and negotiating with the candidates. When a company retains an executive search firm to fill a particular job, it is paying for the process of conducting a search. For the retained executive recruiter, the advantages are they typically work exclusively on your search. They evaluate all candidates being considered for the position, including internal candidates. Will never present the candidates to your competitors or other companies. A much more in-depth discovery of each potential candidate with a much longer fact-finding interview, usually resulting in a much higher quality candidate. The disadvantages are retained executive recruiters tend to be less specialized by industry and function, so there's a longer ramp-up time to understand your needs and your industry. Consequently, the process to find the right candidate typically takes much longer. Retained executive recruiter is appropriate if one or more of the following situations are present. If it is a critical hire, the skill set of the candidate must be advanced. You do not want your desired candidate's resumes sent to your competitors or other companies. You need an independent third party to thoroughly screen candidates before finalists are presented, and evaluation of internal candidates against the external candidates. If I have not mentioned this to you already in a prior discussion, you should know that Executive Network started out as a contingency recruiting company specializing in the food industry, and they have grown into a predominantly retained food recruiting company. Since we are experienced recruiters who specialize and have deep understandings of the food industry, we are able to find the high quality candidates quicker than the typical retained recruiter. In fact, 95% of our searches are retained, which means that we thoroughly screen candidates before you see them, and we do not send the desired candidates' resumes to your competitors. I want to thank you for watching this video, and I hope that you found the time to be worthwhile, that I've answered some of your questions. I look forward to Executive Network, as well as myself, helping you achieve your goals by finding great